Thank you for tuning in to another episode with Mrs. Danielle DeVita. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you like my content and haven't yet subscribed. And if you do like this video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Today, we are going to talk about 7 ways to fall in love with your partner again. So let's get started. The first way to fall in love with your partner again is regular date nights. It doesn't matter if you're married. It doesn't matter how long you've been married. Date night is something that's needed so you guys can constantly reconnect with each other. With all the hustle and the bustle and the reality of life and what you guys have going on, it is great to just have this time to reconnect with one another, enjoy each other, and not think about life and the realities of what you guys have to do. If you don't like going out, date night at home as well. Just make sure if you have the kiddos that you do make sure they go with a babysitter so you can focus on the both of you. If you like long walks on the beach, that would be great. So this one is the second way would be more having long talks. So if you want to do it on the beach, if you want to be in the park, but I would say even if it's just mindless conversation, this is a good way to see things about your partner that you didn't know. Sometimes people change over time. You guys grow. So having these conversations, you get to see what they like and what they don't like, what's changed with them, because you'll be surprised about the new things that the person never told you. My husband and I can go for 6 hours on a ride without listening to the radio, just having conversation. I'm like, wow, I didn't know this story. Number 3 on the list would be intimacy. Everyone knows that intimacy is a great way to reconnect. So if you haven't done that, go ahead and do it. Of course, number 5 would be vacationing. Having these nice vacations, no matter what time of the year it is. There's beautiful romantic vacation trips that you guys can go on as a couple to reconnect and fall in love all over again. There's nothing like, a beautiful scenery that gets you to remind you why you fell in love with your partner. The 6th way would be to eat together, or more so cooking together. I would say, cooking is one of those things that is a form of intimacy as well, but it's fun, it's energetic. I know my husband and I at one point did HelloFresh, and HelloFresh allows for you to cook together as a family. So, it's fun. You're still having conversation and then talking about this new dish that you all made together as a couple. So again, if you already have family nights where you cook together, make sure that's separate from when you're doing this as a couple. You want it to just be you two reconnecting and falling in love all over again. And of course, last but not least, games. It is so fun to have. Actually, this might be number 6, but having game night is fun. Even if it's board games, twisters, card games, or video games, it's good to just have these fun times where you kind of bring out the youthfulness in yourself. So I've always enjoyed game nights. It's, again, separate from family nights. So you don't want to have other people involved. Let it just be you two. And then number 7, last but not least, another way to fall in love with your partner again is renewing your vows. If you're married, renew your vows. It doesn't matter if you've only been married for 5 years or 10 years. You don't have to be married for 20 years. You can recommit to one another. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, how long you've been married, or how short you've been married. These are things you can do to fall in love with your partner again. Remember that. You can always find ways to reconnect. You don't have to wait till you hit a benchmark of how long you've been together to do so. If you like this content, go ahead and subscribe, because I often talk about not just how to be a happy and cohesive and healthy couple, but how to strengthen the entire family so you can be a one unit where everyone is in a healthy state. So go ahead and subscribe to Mrs. Danielle DeVita. Take care.